All right, I'm back, and it is April 19th, 1990. Another week in my books is over. Tomorrow is P Day, and time to kick back and relax. Whatever that means on a P Day, because P Days were always so busy. Today was a great day, but a very long one. On the way to our morning class, we stopped by and watched um, President Pinniger speaking at the new missionary meeting. Man, it seems like forever ago that we were there. But actually, it was only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. We had our usual Thursday large group meeting. Today's topic was, quote, helping others feel the Spirit, unquote. It was so good. We talked about what the Spirit feels like and how we as missionaries know when we have the Spirit. And these are life lessons that have stuck with me my entire life. Whether I can't go back and point to this particular meeting or this particular time on my mission and say this is when I learned it, because learning these things is like, years and years and years of effort. But I look back at these points and I can point out and recognize that that I'm being shaped and I'm learning these things. It was great. I want to make sure I photocopy these notes I took and send them to Carmen. I'm sure she'll love them. She probably hasn't even received last week's letter and tape. I'm dying to hear a response and reaction to it. Plus, I hope she sends a tape back with her own message. We didn't learn a lot of Korean today. We did have our mega vocabulary test, which was fun, and teacher Hardy, and he's another one of the teachers we had, and I liked him. He was a great guy. But one of the things I noticed right away was he was an actor, and he had appeared as one of the apostles in one of the endowment videos from that time frame. He wasn't Peter. I think he was maybe John, James or John. But yeah, he was. I saw him like, well, that's you. Anyways, kind of fun. So teacher Hardy taught us Lomal speech, which we use when we speak to children or good friends. So Korean is a socially stratified language, and when you talk to elderly people, you have to use certain words, and when you talk to friends, you use certain different words, and when you talk to children, you use the simplest forms of words. And yeah, it is hard. It's really hard. But eventually you get it straight, and it's interesting. Tonight was our branch meeting. No big deal. What I got out of it was, what kind of missionary do you want to be? And what do you want to accomplish? Those themes. Some of my thoughts about today are I have an increased love for Jesus Christ and what he did for me, and I love him so much. And to think that he died for me, specifically for each one of us here, that we may return to him, sends peace and gratitude to my soul. It's still hard to believe that all this is happening. I guess I've been waiting for some change in me saying, Mark, you are now a missionary. It just doesn't work that way. In 10 weeks or a little less, I will be living in Korea. That to me is incomprehensible. I just cannot believe it. But then I guess I never thought today would ever come. On our room inspection today, we got 4 checks, with stupendous. Our room was spotless, and we are happy. In fact, we are immortal, kind of, but maybe not. I guess I was being funny there. And that's the end of that week. Really, really busy week. And that's about a quarter of the way through my MTC experience.